Yeah, I know, it's back on.
Yeah, I had to restart both.
Yeah, well, oh well, it's back on now. For what it's worth, the 10 minutes, I don't know what I'm going to do about
One more for the rubbish
that.
bin.
I knew it was going to happen after last week's thing.
Yeah.
Fucking knew that was going to happen.
Sorry about that. Was
You know, for like that short-term thing again now, where it's just all going to be like streams are just going to run like shit for no reason. I know. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, very sorry.
Net died.
Our net has been a complete arse this last week and a bit.
Did you get your power back on, parents? Well, yeah. I mean, we pay it, but it doesn't really feel like it's worth the money we pay for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll stay on a bit longer, just so at least this can be sent up in 2 parts. What you didn't miss a lot in this fight. A few extra vehicles turned up on this side and managed to take them out. We're just getting up to fighting the escort. Sorry, the assassination target now.
Yeah, very sorry about that. It just didn't look like it was going to come back on. To be honest, I think we're going to have to check to see if there's any work going on.
No, I've already checked.
Right, okay.
Checked on the automated phone thing, and it didn't say there was any works going on. It just went off.
Yeah.
Feels that way on the side of the Ponto. I was hoping we could use you as an example of why ours is shit. No,
ours usually is good. It's just this last week and like 7-8 days it's been running a bit off and on.
Yeah, I just hope tomorrow's stream will be alright. I mean, to be honest,
yes.
it worked up until that point, whereas last Friday's stream wouldn't even start.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, I am back. I am back, Master156, indeed.
Yeah, so apologies for that. A little bit out of our control.
Okay, I don't even know what the target is.
Standing by.
Anyway, I've contacted, you know, tech support, Comstar tech support, and they said they'll be back to me in 3 to 4 days once they've checked the entrails of a chicken.
Oh, the Kickstarter. Well, we're on wave 2, aren't we?
We're wave 2.
Yeah, we went with the combined, like, everything done shipping, so we won't get ours until a bit later.
And we slightly made a change, which was we were going to have the
Hey, 2 Daves, how you doing, mate?
the character thing, was it?
Yeah, we were gonna have the custom character, but then we found out that the thing about the custom character is that they would basically own the rights to that character once it was in their book, and we didn't like the idea of Alden becoming basically owned by Catalyst, even in that small part, because we kind of built everything around him. It's the bros thing. I didn't personally like the idea of that just becoming someone else's property, to be honest, so we decided to opt out of that particular scheme.
Just in case we actually got told we couldn't do it anymore, because it wasn't ours.
Oh yeah, that's a very real...
I mean, there was a small, very, very small chance, but, you know, corporations like to protect what's theirs, and...
We had an honest-to-God power cut the other day. 3 hours with no net, electricity, nothing. Turns out Scrabble with the missus is actually kind of fun.
He says that, but they'll never play it again.
I'll never play again.
Sorry about that.
That's not your fault. The net went off. Alright. Right. Let's finish this up. I'll whack in like another half hour or so of this. So then there'll be 2 bits of Battletech just continuing on. Bit of a pain. Sorry again about that, everybody. It always pisses me off when this stuff happens as well, because I always feel like I've let everyone down by it going off. It's really annoying. I can't get anybody over the hill to be able to get a proper shot on this Cicada, but I imagine if he starts running, it'd be a good idea to have this Phoenix Hawk on the other side of him.
Copy that.
I know it's not my fault, but I always feel like I've just let everyone down, and then I'm always thinking about, oh, what's it going to look like in YouTube, and I port it over, and it'll just suddenly end, and I've got to put the thing in the description and say, look, go to this bit, because that bit, the net went off, and then, you know, there's always people who don't read the description. They think, oh, wow, that was a weird way to end the video. It's like, yeah, because I totally intended it to end that way. I mean, come on, just think for a second. I don't know. He's still picking the Scrabble piece out of his ass. Yeah, hopefully this will stay stable long enough for me to do like another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, I said, I feel bad that that it would just end like that after this mission now.
I'm receiving you.
As was the original plan. Well, over here for the net, Skymaster, where I live, they should hopefully be getting gigabit connection speeds available. I believe they're already available in Wigan and places like Widnes and stuff like that, so I'm really hoping that where I live is going to get gigabit connection. We're going to go to that, because it should obviously my download speed should be really good, my upload speed should be fucking solid, so I shouldn't have to worry any there. Oh, they are, cool. Yeah, thanks, yeah, that's good to know. But I think it's like a 35 Mbps upload. I think I'm currently on... It's either 12 or 20, one of those two. Nope, he's trying to do a runner. He's making a move for freedom, kill him.
All weapons committed.
Yay! Murder, death, kill.
Enemy mech destroyed.
No, get off that. There we go. I didn't want to take the coaster with my bro. That'd be a bad idea.
Mission successful.
I think next week I'll have to do a another Fall Guys stream if like Naman and Kulsra if you guys are up for it. If the time's available. Oh, we can get a mech to sell. Sell off the javelin, I think. And we can sell 2 mechs. This is great. It's extra bonus monies. Finish this brew. I know it's going to push my bladder dangerously close to needing a piss. Scott says, so your net's currently 100 up 5. 100 down 5 up. Though it tests close to 115.6. Though I think the max in my area is 310 or 315 or something. That's pretty good speed. Scrap that mech. I know people are going to be tearing their hair out. No, don't scrap it. But we're just getting shit done quick. Managed to have 200 down, but only 4 up for some reason at the minute. I'll check and see if I can shift my lunch break for next week. Sounds good. Yeah, no worries. Right, let's get that repaired. I'm assuming there's some mech warriors that might need a
Yes, Commander.
level 2 here. Considering they do a lot of hand-to-hand combat, and that Phoenix Hawk's a good one to have for them. Let's get that to hit range up on her. Up on my character. Extra health for King. I'll BFG the special dispensation BFG for you. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about tearing your hair out. Sorry, did I jump back up in rep with the local planetary government or something? Or is this for the pirates? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. They seem happy. I don't know why. Let's see. Stubborn surrender. Ah, see, that's against local pirates. We can't have that one. That's recovery, but doesn't really pay much. Frontier Justice, another assassination mission. Also against the pirates. We don't want to do that. Destroy a base. War criminal. Ah, it's against planetary government. That's good. That's fine. Though the payout's a bit shit. Wait a minute, didn't the payout says like, oh right, I'm probably reading the wrong one. Oh, that's off-world. Well, pay is pay, I guess. Some more bits and pieces put together. Also, I've heard that Tim's Tarn's smear onto the scalp and the sun will help with hair loss PFG. Or Tim's Tam, sorry. Oh, that was the pirates messing around. Okay, it's just because it's the same picture they used for the guy who's a planetary local representative, so I thought it was them. You meant Tim Tams, right? But you did write Tim Tams. Oh, it said Tim's Tams, right. That's why it was a bit weird to say. Oh, now it becomes the how long can you hold a piss stream, because that's what I think is going to happen now. I know that brew's going to go right through me. Always does. And yes, the Fall Guys music, Var calls Shinaman, it still hasn't left me. It's an earworm of some kind of dark creation. It never goes away. It's always there in the back of your mind.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush.
Over 7 million copies of Fall Guys sold on Steam now.
I'm there.
I'm not counting the PC copies, sorry, the PlayStation and Xbox copies and stuff. It's insane. There's no way that company knew they were going to be that popular. No, don't remind me of pools of sprinkling water there. That's not fair, Dagger. Ah, I've hit the microphone. Sorry. There's little legs from it dangling down. Oh, it reminds me, Christ. At some point, I've got to record. I've got a busy week at the moment because I got access to the new Three Kingdoms DLC for all no people who care about that. But I'm kind of obligated to make some videos about that, so I've got to play a bit of that today as well. Make some more notes, maybe record some stuff today. And I've also got Best in Class. Got the Best in Class stuff. Just looked at what's this, Skymaster? Just looked at, and apparently they finally have GB internet around here, but they didn't the last time I checked. $90 a month after the promotional period ends. Okay. Yeah, it's just sold the right. Yeah, Vargard. I remember reading that. Yeah, the mobile version. It's crazy, isn't it? The game is just fucking skyrocketed in popularity.
10-4.
You pay around 50 a month for mine. Sounds pretty similar. Yeah, I think they said the gigabyte cost over here is about 65 pound a month. Which is alright. I'd probably just contact Virgin about Virgin Media about rearranging the package, like, because we don't really watch TV anymore. I look forward to it crashing. Yeah, no doubt it will. ISPs and all that. Well, this is definitely an ambush site, isn't it? Like fucking coming in from every bloody direction.
10-4.
Also, by the way, if this crashes again, just take it as that like the pirate signal I'm hopping on has been detected and shut down, because I don't think I'll stream anymore. When we get a box set of previous season, the Best in Class. Sadly, that's not something I can actually really talk about with as far as distribution is concerned, because you know, that's kind of McCracken and Hodges thing. They own the rights to a mix of the older seasons, but not all of them. Like, some of them are owned by another previous Holovid production company, and it's apparently there was a there was some like horrible legal issues. There was a lot of legalese around the whole thing. Not quite sure what happened. So I mean, you can find the old episodes floating around on things like UVid, stuff like that. Some episodes from older seasons that just aren't broadcast anymore. Yeah, it's difficult to find the good old stuff that you like, you know. I can empathise with that issue. So box sets, there's nothing I can really talk about with that one. This one might actually be the first season that gets any kind of like syndication and possibly a box set release. But yeah, it could take a while, really. The other problem is that McCracken's very old school, so apparently he wants to try and get these printed on disc, but I don't know how many people have discs, you know, disc players anymore. Because everything's on, like, you know, the cutting edge of technology here in 3060s. You know, we're all looking at just close to a gigabyte of storage space. You know, like the real height of technology.
That hit something good.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not involved in Hodge and McCracken's little tit for tat thing about who's got more fans or what. You know, that's just not my thing. I mean, I thought they might have put me on the list about whether, you know, you were a Rocket, a Ferret, or a Kraken, but apparently not. Apparently they just think it's all about them. I mean, I'm the one who gets the footage for them, for all these matches for them to talk over. I'm the one that, you know, has to go through all of the horrible shit that happens on that crappy simulator, you know, that hasn't been updated for centuries. You know, I'm the one that's got to go for all that stuff. But you know, all the boffins do is they just jury rig some of the more recent mechs into it, and not even all of them, and then they just walked away from it, and they won't do any work. Like, I keep asking them, are there going to be updates, and they just like do some very minor changes, and that's it. And apparently they're focused on some kind of new project that they're all working on, like, feverishly, but I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know what their plan is with that. And, alright, it might be my fault sometimes that, yes, I do accept payment in the form of pizza, because I just can't help myself. But, honestly, you know, I think McCracken could really do with just, you know, extending a hand here, and maybe just giving me a little bit of maybe a pay rise. Me and Hodge for the grand finale, I don't think we'll ever see that. I think McCracken would have to be dead before that would ever happen. I mean, to be honest, I'm still a bit sore over what happened recently. There was some... I didn't know what was going on. Okay, so they told me that my contract was like, you know, due for renewal, and I just said, oh well, that's fine, because I'm happy. I'm on the show. Kind of, sort of, you know, my stuff's there. People get to see me, you know, play this game and stuff, and I'm happy. And they tell me that, you know, that things have changed for this year. You know, like the budget's changed a bit, and that they might need a bit more commitment from me. So they asked me, would I be fine with Spec Racer? And I said, yeah, Spec Racer's fine. Yeah, it's something that I've done in the past. And all the rest of it. And what I didn't actually realise is what they meant was that they wanted me to basically give them Spec Racer. So unfortunately, I kind of signed over the rights to Spec Racer to McCracken. So now it's his. He owns Spec Racer now. And apparently one of his plans after this season of Best in Class is over. Is he's gonna basically relaunch Spec Racer. So he's currently in the process of signing some drivers, as he's calling them. Don't know why, they're pilots, and getting them sorted out with their liveries and like sponsorships and all the rest of it. So I don't know. He's going. I'll be fair with him. He's putting in a lot more effort in it than I ever did. I mean, I just like gathered some, you know, random people from across the broadcast web, and you know, just asked them if they want to take part in these races for silly prizes. But apparently this one is it's going to be very serious. There's going to be a lot of money involved, and yeah, it's high stakes, and I don't know how many teams we're up to at the moment. Oh, McCracken would sign you up in a second, Yobbo. If you wanted to join, you could join. You know. Apparently he's not going to be working this he's not going to be streaming this. It's going to be like a kind of recorded thing, similar to how they've been doing the best in class. So apparently that I'm Muggins here is going to have to be the one in the simulator flying around with the floating camera thing, and then I'm going to be, you know, recording the races as they go around. Apparently I have to make all the tracks again, or I have to, you know, come up with some new tracks and stuff. It's taking the piss, really. So apparently each season's going to focus on a different machine and blah blah blah, this, that and the other, and like McCracken and Hodge are going to be the hosts. Oh god, it's a light rush. Bonk. Ah, luckily, my missus just watches Netflix and Prime, so it's a non-issue for me. Oh yeah, you guys talk about the issue with the net stuff, sorry. That was just me incoherently rambling about shit.
10-4.
Yeah, like this is going to be a complaint that's very specific to people who live in the UK. So sorry for everyone else who's going to be completely left out of this. But Varg, don't you think that as we pay into the fucking BBC, right, and of course as well, and Yobbo, we pay in a TV license, right? Where the fuck is my repository of BBC programming that I can just access and watch whenever I want? Because we all pay for it. It's all ours, right? It's all our fucking content. Fucking shot in the head, bastard. So where the fuck is my ability to find all the episodes of a particular show so I can watch them again when I want to? You opted out. There's so much like good BBC programming that they will never ever play again. I'd love to watch, like, we had to find old episodes because we just felt like watching some Les Dawson stuff. Blankety Blank, right? I'm sure a few you know what I'm talking about. Blankety Blank with Les Dawson is fucking hilarious. I've a TV host who takes the absolute piss out of the show and the prizes that the show offers and everything else to do with it is fucking great. And they keep in all the fuck ups. Yes. With a checkbook and pen, yes, indeed. We've had to go to YouTube to find all episodes of that. Why aren't they just there? Why aren't they just in the BBC iPlayer where I can go there, type it in, blankety blank, and find every fucking episode that they've got? Oh fuck no, Master One. No. I'm not taking anything away from Wogan's fucking hosting ability or Lily Savage, but fucking Les Dawson was amazing as the host of that show. Come on. Wogan's a cunt. Isn't he? He was a cunt. Isn't fucking Wogan dead? The only person who charged to be part of Children in Need. Cunt. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, as I'm sorry for everyone internationally who will not know what the fuck a Les Dawson is or blankety blank, but in America, blankety blank is basically the British version of an American one that was called the thingy game. RuPaul does a piss take on it called the Snatch Game. I think it's called the Match Game in the States. But yeah, it's so if you get an idea what it was basically, but Les Dawson as the host would just take the ever-loving piss out of every part of the show, from the poor prizes, weak production value, the fact that some of the questions or the blank things were really, really poorly written, to taking the piss out of the set, out of the celebrities that they got. It was really, really funny.
Reporting critical hit.
You have a few episodes of Dawson's Weekly on DVD. Ah, nice.
Standing by.
He was fucking great.
Rolling.
But yeah, but the BBC thing, I want to be able to watch that. I want to be able to go like, oh, you know what, I fancy watching classic Doctor Who. I want all of the fucking episodes of classic Doctor Who that haven't been destroyed by the BBC or left to rot somewhere. I want to watch them. Oh no, I can't. I can buy them. Okay, so I can pay again, technically for the episodes. Don't mind that, as long as it goes back into the BBC for them to produce new programming. But so I'm really odd. I'm not one of these people who want the BBC to be gone or anything like that. But I do want the thing that if I'm paying for the fucking thing, I want to have the ability to look at the stuff, watch it again, not have it be like hoarded by the BBC somewhere and sort of kept and held hostage. Yeah, I know we can't master one for it. That's what I'm complaining about. This massive repository of television that we don't have access to. In a day, in a time where YouTube is filled with millions of hours of people's videos, you're telling me the BBC doesn't have the ability to have that kind of capacity?
Location confirmed.
Or even ITV and Channel 4. I mean, all of these should be doing it now. You know, especially when ITV and Channel 4 even now, of cheeky bastards, are even having a subscription service, so you don't have to see the ads in the videos. It's like, just get ad blocker. Fuck 'em. Dad's Army's on it, you know what we're watching. Yeah, of course. Well, that's what I was saying. We were watching some of the Les Dawson Blankety Blanks on YouTube. There's like 10 or 11 on there. Some of them are some of them are really good watching them again.
Frag the vehicle.
They don't know how to restrict it to you Brits and keep it away from us freeloaders over here.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, that's the thing. They love restricting us.
Ordnance received.
That's the problem. For all the stuff we'd like to be able to watch, we can't watch it. It sucks. But then the BBC will do stupid shit, like they'll run every fucking strip sex snooker darts on ice with fucking Torville and Dean, to use a Alexi Sale joke. It's they'll broadcast that shit ad nauseum. Stacey fucking Dooley.
Reading you.
Who the fuck thought Stacey Dooley was the voice of the nation we needed? Because that cunt needs to fucking shut up. It's like, oh, can we find the most opinionated Essex girl around, please? And basically just give her carte blanche to walk around. Who the fuck's she think? Louis Theroux, for fuck's sake? Oh, she's gonna tackle crime.
Standing by.
Fucking Ross Kemp's got a better chance of tackling crime, and he's a fucking actor, for God's sake, who thinks he's hard.
Roger, skipper. Kicking.
Yeah, he's gonna play the... What? Master, that doesn't make sense. That's ITV, now that's BBC. What? What are you talking about? Her voice goes through everything. You could use her as a weapon on the battlefield. Her voice could go through fucking plate steel. The fucking warrior infantry fighting vehicle would get torn apart by her screaming at it.
All weapons
Primary
committed.
target is taking damage.
Stacey Dooley investigates. What? What the fuck's she gonna investigate? Huh?
Yes, Commander.
Fucking shit all. That's what she's gonna investigate. She can investigate shutting the fuck up. Dancing on Ice ITV. No, I was just... the point I was making, Massive, is that the BBC and all that are happy to fucking throw up shite reality TV stuff like that. You know, in the same vein as Dancing with the Stars and fucking Ballroom Strictly Fucking and the... Like, do you not have talent and shit like that? Oh, they'll pump that crap out till, you know, the end of time because it's cheap television.
All right.
And then they'll have that on the iPlayer for you to, oh, watch entire seasons of this shit. But they won't put on some of the classic stuff again. You know, just like, oh, do you want to watch all of Dad's Army? Nah, not gonna do it. Not gonna do that. Fuck that.
Scored a critical hit. Commander?
Some, you know, Skymaster, some reality TV I can put up with. There are some shows that I'm alright with watching, reality TV wise. Actually, as far as an actual a drama series goes, on Amazon Prime, I don't know if it's still there, I assume it is one called Unreal, which was actually really good because it was written by one of the people who worked on the earlier seasons of The Bachelor. And as far as I can tell, it's basically just a show that's highlighting all of the bullshit that went on backstage.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ah, now, Scouse, did you like the new Who? Or is it like original Who? Yeah, Unreal, it's a dark show at times, but it's quite interesting. Oh, some scrap. Ooh, who's got some scrap, boss? You never got to see any of the original Who, only the reboot. Eccleston and Tennant are perfectly fine, for the most part. I'm not a big fan of Matt Smith. I think Capaldi was completely wasted, and it became the Clara show, which is a huge fucking mistake with that Stephen Moffat. And the new stuff, the less said about the new stuff, the better, because Jodie Whittaker, by the way, as the Doctor, has said, gone on record as saying that she never watched any original Doctor Who. So she has no idea about the character. She has no idea about the background of the character or any of that stuff. She just fucking took the gig. Didn't know what the hell she was doing. Pertwee, yes, Pertwee was great. Pertwee was my original favourite, but then I started moving over to Sylvester McCoy, and Tom Baker's pretty fucking amazing. Super old guy. No, Skymaster, the original super old guy Doctor was the first Doctor, William Hartnell's Doctor. Then, you know, super old guy, crotchety old angry man. He was great. McCoy was awesome. New super old guy. Capaldi, Skymaster, if you can find it, Capaldi is unflinchingly amazing in a show called The Thick of It, which, if you don't mind strong language, Capaldi is a completely different person in that show. You experience that. It's fucking great. You know what? Actually, Master, that Troughton's stuff has actually been a lot of it has been brought back via animation now, because the Bros got at least 4 stories now where the audio survived, but obviously a lot of the footage didn't, so they've used animation to recreate the story. So there's actually more Troughton stuff out there than ever before, and the Troughton stories are really fun, mainly because Troughton's little cowardly personality is great. I love his Doctor. I was like, ooh, Jamie. Oh yeah, the episode he's literally hanging from the cliff, yeah. My favourite McCoy one, which always annoys the bro, is I Love the Happiness Patrol. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that one, Cole. It's the one that had the Bertie Bassett monster in it. Yeah, they did complete some of it, but there's I wonder if he's still got it down here. Back in a sec.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
A good example of a story that was completely animated recently is a story called Doctor Who: The Faceless Ones, which is a Troughton story, and it's entirely animated because there was no surviving footage. There was some studio stills. But yeah, look that one up. You can see it on Amazon. Oh, this place really doesn't have much. An arm and a leg mod. bet you the horror channel can't afford to put Doctor Who back on. That's probably the reason. Probably the BBC probably acted like cunts and probably like whacked up the amount it would cost to show Doctor Who episodes. Once they brought it back. What was it last year? Twitch did that like monster viewing of. We've detected a joint task force of pirate units. What? I'm a pirate. Can I join the pirates for this mission? Turn on my employers. That'd be a good one. The only pirate mission is a B team one. I don't really want to do a B team pirate mission. We'll see. We'll do one more and then I'll end the stream here. But let's just get an upgrade done for the old Argo. The Argo.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
They stopped buying them when they stopped doing complete season box sets. They've started doing it again because they've been doing Blu-ray releases of entire seasons. Because they do these special edition boxes and they do Blu-ray, like cheaper Blu-ray sets. But Brother's got a bunch. He's got 2 4th Doctor, 1 7th, 1 6th, and 1 5th Doctor. I think it is at this point. Possibly even a 3rd Doctor as well. Which Doctor Who was it who did the origin of the Daleks during some big civil war? I remember liking that one. Oh, well, the Dalek civil war was McCoy's, so it was quite late. Where you had the black Daleks v the white Daleks, and you had I think it was the Dalek leader fighting against Davros. That was a big story. Daleks obviously originally turned up in the first Doctor's era, but they weren't really as obviously big. What? The whole 2 minutes. Samira, well done, Chief. Standing in the doorway. Commander, we have to do something at Keystone. They're a jinx. What? Why were the options like, oh, loan them out to the pirates and stuff like, oh yeah, I'll just get rid of a perfectly good pilot that I've had for a while.
Waypoint reached.
The extinction of the Carleds. Oh, that's a 4th Doctor story, isn't it? Isn't that the one where they basically send the 4th Doctor back to the creation of the Daleks originally? And they basically task him with killing off Davros before he became Davros. And that would stop the creation of the Daleks, and obviously he doesn't do it because he doesn't want to be, well, he doesn't want to be known as the man who killed an entire race of people. Which then, was it Russell T Davies just ended up making him that character anyway, so I guess in the end it didn't really make much difference. I can't loan him out, I'd only have 3 pilots. Oh, really? They split the more recent stuff into 2 disc sets? Wow. That's kind of shit. Aggressive intrusion, bodyguards, that's got a really... oh, because it's attack and defend, alright. The base is one of 2 facilities in the region with satellite imagery showing unknown mechs moving there, and it seems as though they're preparing for an assault on the secondary base. We need to put the mechs in the field, defend the secondary base, and drive them out of the primary base. Our own forces are inbound, but they're too far away. But your guys can get there real fucking quick. Like, oh, what? This don't make no sense. No, I don't want to fight the pirates. Stop making me fight the pirates. Recovery mission. Alright, we'll end it on that. We'll end it on this one. Was it only to become known as the Time Lord who killed his own race and another of the Daleks? Well, yeah. Right. Well, that's the problem. The newest stuff just kind of fucked around with a lot of the established canon, and then they did this thing where the Time Lords are now gone, and then they're not gone, and then they're gone again, and it's like the procession of writers didn't really know what they wanted to do with the Time Lords, and to be honest, I didn't really feel like the 1 hour per story thing really worked. Because the classic Doctor Who worked better because you had longer stories where you could let the characters breathe a bit more. You could give the villains a bit more background and information and more motivation for why they're doing what they're doing. And the Doctor and the you know, and his assistants could kind of interact more with the characters. And in the new like 48-minute to an hour setting, just doesn't work, in my opinion. There's no tension because everything's just got to be sort of wrapped up in a neat little bow in a very short amount of time. The few times they do 2-part episodes, it feels a bit more like classic Who. God damn it, Jim! I'm a Trekkie, not a Whovian. Jim, it's the spores, Jim. They make me dance, Jim.
I'm there.
Do I look pretty in this tutu, Jim? But Bones, we're all cured. They shouldn't be affecting you anymore, Bones. I can't help it, Jim. They awoke something in me, Jim. I didn't realize it until recently, Jim. I was born for nipple tassels. Oh, the New Who stuff? No, they're like 48 minutes to an hour. Doesn't feel it sometimes. The stories do kind of like shoot on. Yeah, no cliffhangers at the end, yeah. The bitch fight between Simon. Oh yeah, the one in the base, yeah. And well, that was a good one because Daleks and Cybermen had never encountered each other, so it was kind of fun. I felt maybe the two should have. It wasn't proper Cybermen, to be fair. It wasn't Mondas Cybermen. It was the alternate universe Cybermen, but still, it was fun. It was fun having the two villains fight. Although I would have preferred a much more equal fight between the Cybermen and the Daleks, because they are supposed to be two of the Doctor's like biggest enemies. Oh yeah, they were sniping back and forth like it was a wrestling promo, weren't they? You think they were going to like challenge each other to a cage match at Survivor Series?
Enemy eliminated.
There's a strange correlation between you doing Bones impressions and weird sexual stuff. Is there some... I'll tell you. It's because right, Varg, we were walking around Asda and we just started doing the, you know, Jim Bones and all that stuff. And it just turned into a thing where apparently Bones had been affected by the spores, and for some reason it just tickled us. We just bring it up every now and then. I think me and the bro would just try and catch each other out with it when we're least expecting it. The image of DeForest Kelly swinging his tits like a go-go dancer is going to hold me tonight. He's got that smile that he sometimes has at the end of an episode. Hello, Jim. Bones. Where did you get stockings at this time of night? Good culture, you're a bad person. Head hit, of course. It's the last drop of the stream, so of course there's a head hit. Why wouldn't there be? Because I have to be reminded that at the start of the next stream, before I go live, I have to like run the timer down so I can get the fucking the injury off my character. Fucking son of a bitch, Locust. Yeah, bonk. Yeah. Oh wow, fist right through the CT. I think that was a fitting response.
Commander? Coordinates received.
It was a male stripper in a cocoa. Jim.
That hit something good.
Now, unfortunately, Varg, I think part of the problem is when you watch like 12 seasons of Drag Race and stuff, you end up picking up on a lot of this like frightening shit. You know, learning all the terminology and stuff. And so one of the most frightening images you can come up with is like DeForest Kelly with you know, with like a pair of fishnet stockings on, high heels, little like nipple tassels that spin as he wiggles his chest, and giving you that smile. So you know, that's just what happens when you watch a reality competition show about men dressed up as women and trying to be fishy as fuck. Fishy as fuck, by the way, is the term that drag queens use to refer to each other if they look convincing as a woman, if they're very fish. Shady is where you're just being a cunt, basically.
Enemy in rear arc. Warning.
I think kai kai is when two drag queens fuck, as in when I think it's either when they fuck or when they fuck in drag. I can't remember, one of the two. Yeah, fishy. There's loads of great terminology they've got. Like reading somebody is basically where you just like take the piss out of them. Being read for filth, I think is where you really go for it.
Commander?
Oh man, I really hope this is it, by the way, because I'm actually in pain right now trying to hold this piss. I'm starting to get abdominal cramps. Right. Oh, thank God that's done.
The asset is in hand, Commander.
Yes.
Good work.
Well, I've been watching... Massive, you know, we've been watching Drag Race. I've watched RuPaul's Drag Race since it was E4 that one time. And this is a whole category of information I wouldn't have known how to exit just 2 minutes ago. Well, now you know. You know something you didn't want to know, but you know it. Locust 1E, Spider 5E, oh my god. Fishy wants if I use the Bolton dip test. Don't be shocked by Kulsh. Don't be shocked by Myobo. Kulsh is a bad influence on everybody. And he loves it. Alright, well, again, apologies for that going off. I got another chunk in there, so these will go over to the channel. Apologies to anyone who's found this on the channel, so I had to jump over to another vid. My bad. Sorry about that. Net dropped. But let's see what lunatics hung on until the end there. Everything's conspiring against me now. Everything. It's just. I was like, oh, do you need the loo? Do you need the loo, Rocket? Do you need the loo? Thank you to another TV viewer, BFG, Skymaster, Commander Root, Dagroff, Dino, FVMH97C, Long Island Ice Cheese, Lurks, Master 15616, Mighty Firm Strokes, that's an awesome name, Namantor, Namason, Papa Slump, Sweet Harley, Mighty Cool, Stu Dave, and Yobbo. Thank you everybody for joining me this morning and early afternoon for this stream. I hope you all have a good weekend. No idea what we're streaming tomorrow because I don't know who's going to be there and who isn't. So no idea what that stream's going to be about. Coming up on Monday is going to be the best in weight class mediums. Should be a short one, only 4 matches, but should be a good one. And there should be some Three Kingdoms footage if you're interested in the new DLC for Three Kingdoms that comes out. Probably not. That's going to be some video content. Probably, hopefully, a Lore Warrior. Until then, have a good one. See you all. Bye.